Hello and welcome back. In this video, I will be sharing with you how our car was stolen and how we effortlessly recovered it. If you follow us on social media, you may have seen that earlier this month, one of our guests who was due to return our Suzuki SUV on Thursday, February 3rd, told us that she wanted to extend her trip for one more day, but then failed to do so. It was snowing and icing here in the DFW area on Thursday, so we weren't in a huge rush to get the car back. We also didn't have any upcoming bookings on that specific car. We knew that in a worst case scenario, we could charge a late return fee. Plus, all of our cars are equipped with a GPS tracker and kill switch, so we weren't worried one bit. We filed the car as late within the 24 hours of the trip ending. Remember that you cannot file a police report immediately. Turo will guide you through the steps, which include signing and mailing a demand letter to your guests, which they will provide, where you formally request them to return your vehicle and make them aware of the consequences if not done promptly. We chose not to go that route. We had seen on our GPS where the guest was leaving the car overnight, which was the same address as on their driver's license. Once the ice and snow finally started to melt on Saturday, February 5th, we decided it was time to self-repo our vehicle. At this point, over 24 hours had passed by since the car was due to be back, so Turo's trust and safety team had been involved and had given us the green light to self-repo the vehicle. That Saturday night, we were out driving and running some errands, and we saw that the Suzuki was nearby. We decided to pass by and assess if it was safe for us to self-repo based on the location and who was driving it. Here's how it went down. Okay, we were able to track down the vehicle using the TrackMate GPS app. She is right off McCart and 20. It looks like that may be the gas station, so we're gonna go check it out. Okay, so we were able to locate our vehicle using the GPS tracker. She is at a gas station. She was inside when we arrived, so we did a circle around the vehicle and noticed that there is some damage to the front bumper and the headlight. She walked back inside, so it kind of gave us time to assess who's all with her. It looks like it's just her at this point. When she came back after she put gas, we disabled the starter using the app of her TrackMate GPS. So she has now been sitting in the vehicle for maybe the last 20 minutes, probably wondering what the heck is going on. We're just gonna sit here and figure out if she's going to leave the vehicle or maybe try to get somebody to come and help her. So it's just a waiting game for now, but we're gonna try to take it ourselves hopefully tonight and go figure out what all damage is there so that we can start our claim process. Finally, after 30 minutes or so of her waiting in the car, she hailed a ride. We're not sure if it was a friend or ride sharing, but based on her interaction with the driver, it appeared to be an Uber or Lyft driver. As we watched it all unfold, we were really glad not to have taken the vehicle abruptly because the SUV was full of her possessions. After the guests left, we deactivated the kill switch and took the vehicle. Huge shout out to TrackMate GPS again for the great device and the inexpensive service. Once we got the car back, we pulled over somewhere where it was well lit and fully inspected it. As far as damage, it had the headlight broken, bumper was bent, and the fender was dented. The hood also had a bit of damage to it. It had been smoked in, and there seemed to be some sort of pet hair in it. We filed for a smoking and cleaning fee, which you have to file for individually. We then emailed to notify Turo's trust and safety team that we had recovered our car. For this whole incident, Turo has paid us $613 for a replacement key, $200 for a self-recovery fee for getting the car ourselves, $23 for additional usage, $15 for late fee, $37 for improper return fee, $150 for the cleaning fee, $250 for the smoking fee, $40 for the gas reimbursement, and $10 for the gas reimbursement convenience fee. This does not include how much we made on the trip itself. As for the damages, we got $1,978, and we got super lucky again as they did not charge us our $250 deductible since it was our first claim on this particular vehicle. It is still undergoing repairs, but should be back on the platform by the time that we post this video. As for the guest, we left her a 1-star rating and wrote a detailed review warning other hosts. Ultimately, we would hope that she gets banned from the platform, but that is not within our control, so we feel that we've done our part in warning other hosts at the very least. A quick side note on the self-recovery fee. Once the Turo Trust and Safety team is on board, you can ask them for their permission to self-recover or self-repo the car. But you have to make sure to get their approval and amount in writing before you do it. It is not always guaranteed, so be sure to come up with a dollar amount, which is usually going to vary between $150 and $200. I believe that this money would otherwise go towards towing the car. Overall, we feel that Turo has handled this very well. They have been fair with the reimbursements, with the service, and with the timing. That being said, Turo will only pay you for 1 additional day of use, even if a guest were to keep your vehicle for up to a month. This is why it is imperative to have a GPS tracker, preferably with a kill switch, in all of your vehicles. In fact, we do not list any vehicle on the platform until we have already installed the kill switch in it. It is that important to us. We use TrackMate GPS hardwired trackers because a guest can't remove them like they could in OBD trackers such as Bouncy. We have 2 installation videos on our channel that you can watch if you're looking to install them yourself. You can also find the link in the description on where to get the GPS devices at a discount. We also highly suggest to hosts to have at least 1 extra key to all of their vehicles. If the guest keeps your only key, it can become a huge headache, and you are at the mercy of when Turo is able to get the tow truck out to retrieve your vehicle. Who knows, if our vehicle didn't have a kill switch or if we didn't have that extra key, it would probably still be out being driven around and abused. For reference, we filed a late return within the 24 hours of the trip ending. You have to remember that as a host, you must first message your guests, asking them if they wish to extend the trip if they want to keep your vehicle longer. If you do not receive a response, you can report a late return only after 30 minutes of the scheduled end time. Not to worry, because your protection plan will remain active and you are eligible to charge for additional usage and related fees as long as you report the late return within that 24 hours of the trip ending. Only after 24 hours is that Turo's Trust and Safety team is going to get involved. Also note that on the demand letter, you must send it via certified mail for legal purposes, and Turo will reimburse you for any mailing expenses. Once you have mailed the letter, you have satisfied the legal requirements, and if the car is not returned or retrieved by Turo by then, you can use that documentation to proceed to file a police report. I hope that you have not had to deal with this situation yourself, but in the event that you do, that you find this video to be informative and helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.